Today's video idea actually comes from a fan of the channel, Scarecrow Mega, and he challenged me to come up with a list of characters who first appeared in comics as babies. So I do a quick check online, and sure enough, there's no list anywhere of this. So I said, hell yeah, challenge accepted. The only problem with there being no list online, it was actually pretty difficult to compile this list of keys for you. It took all day long just to find 18 examples. So if you guys could consider liking and subscribing, it allows me to do things like research super baby lists for you all day long. I'm going to start with the cheapest ones, and then we're going to end with the most expensive. Let's see if over the course of the video that you might be able to guess the final most expensive one. Let's start it with our $5 ones. We're going to hit it with Justice League number 10. That is from October of 2018. First appearance of Jaro. You know, Starro, well, we're talking Jaro. Baby Kandorian, who actually calls Batman Dad. If you don't know about this character, he became an immediate favorite with DC fans all around because he's technically a Robin. Immediately popular character, people love this one, but it hasn't spiked the value, so it's just a crisp $5 bill to get it. This next one's weird. It's the Pulse number 11 from 2005. 11 is actually the first cover appearance of Danielle Cage, who's actually the daughter of Luke Cage. Well, her actual first appearance isn't until 13, and yet weirdly enough, 11 has her on the cover as a baby. Little bit weird on that one, so I guess you kind of want 11 and 13. Regardless, you're not breaking the bank on those, so that's pretty cool. Let's hit you with Flash 225 from 2005. First appearance of Jay and Iris West, the children of Wally West and Linda Park. These are some babies that once again have later implications in the DC world, and for a $5 bill, you can grab up their first appearances just like that. How about Fantastic Four 240, going to 1981 here. This is just in general a pretty cool issue. At the very end of the book, you actually get the first appearance of Luna Maximoff, the daughter of Quicksilver and Inhuman Crystal. So it's a mutant Inhuman baby right there. Luna's a great character in the Marvel Universe, so this is a cool one to pick up for pretty dirt cheap. You can find like a perfect copy for $5. Last of the $5 books is going to go to 0 Hour issue 0 from 1994. It is the first appearance of Equinox, who is the son of Power Girl. Another one of those baby revealed at the end of issue situations right here. Very affordable, very easy to pick up. Let's hit you with our more like $10 books. We have from 2020, Aquaman 57. First appearance of Andy Curry as a baby, who is the daughter of Mera and, of course, Aquaman. And I actually was a pretty big fan of Future State Aquaman, and I really like this character, so I hope to see a lot more. And you can get the first appearance in issue 57. It's going to run you anywhere between $5 and $10, depending on the condition of the book. How about another pretty recent entry, 2016's Spider-Woman number 4, first appearance of Gerald Drew as a baby. Pretty recent character that we're talking these last two, but might have some legs, so keep an eye out for this one. All these previous and to come characters did not appear as adults. Their first appearances was as a baby. I'm going to give you one that's, I think, a little bit more recognizable. It's going to be X-Men 205 from 2008. Now, interestingly, you should also commit this one to memory from that main X-Men run. So I'm talking about that 1990s Jim Lee X-Men run. It's actually one of the more expensive ones. It's going to be a $20 bill. First appearance of Hope Summers as a baby, unnamed, who is actually the daughter of Cable. Okay, so commit that one to memory as well. That one has a little bit more fame to it. Speaking of Cable, we got to go with X-Men 201. Now I said X-Men, I should have said Uncanny X-Men, because now we're talking 1986. First appearance of Nathan Summers, Cable, as a baby. It's a small cameo. There's also an X-Force key, I forget which issue, which also shows Cable as a baby. I don't remember that one, but I do know this first one, which is Uncanny X-Men 201. It's gonna run you about $20 if it's like perfect. Star Wars Tales number 7 is one that, frankly, I don't know too well. Back in 2001, first cameo of Aelin Vel, the daughter of Boba Fett, as a baby. in a hologram. So from the sounds of it, it's kind of a weaker cameo sort of first appearance. It is going to run you 15 to 20 bucks right there, so there you go. Swamp Thing 90, and I guess I should say Saga of Swamp Thing 90. This is the Alan Moore run. I forget if Alan Moore was even still on by issue 90, but it is the first appearance of Tefe Holland. Now, this one's complicated because technically her essence or whatever was called the Sprout in an earlier issue, but the actual first appearance as a baby is this issue in issue 90. I've actually mentioned this book before. It's no secret that it's a favorite of a key of mine. I also love how she is the product of John Constantine mating, I shall say, with Abby right there, because Swamp Thing just can't. He's a plant. So, really cool issue, really cool character. Next up, we're going to go into the like $30 range books, and then after that, it's a big jump to the hundreds. So we have Convergence Superman #2. This is actually the first appearance of Jonathan Kent. John Kent, the son of Lois and Clark, first appears as a baby in this issue. Got about a $25 to a $30 price tag on it. If you can find it in that immaculate condition right there, raw. Let's take a dive into the world of graphic novels. Actually, oh, look at that. I didn't plan that. That was perfect. Batman, Son of the Demon. First appearance of Damian Wayne, unnamed, of course, as a baby, who is the daughter of Talia al Ghul. There she is on the back. And Bruce Wayne. So here they have their awesome, now canonized, yeah, I think it's canonized, romance right here, which resulted in one particularly bratty Robin. The funny thing is they didn't use that character again for years. Speaking of graphic novels, let's go with Marvel graphic novel number 39 from '88. First appearance of Aora. This is the son of Black Bolt and Medusa. In this issue, he does appear as a baby, unnamed, of course, like so many of them are. It's about a $30 book. In that perfect condition, you might see someone pricing it more along the lines of like $40. Still, pretty cool, and now you know. We're down to our final few here. For $30 to sometimes $40, we got Vision and Scarlet Witch number 12 from 1986. This is one of the more famous ones, I would think. First appearance of Thomas Shepard as a baby, who later becomes Speed. It's also the first appearance of Billy Kaplan as a baby, who later becomes Wiccan. Tommy and Billy, they actually made their MCU debut in the excellent WandaVision. The first and still best of all the Disney shows. Yes, you heard me right, I say that with my chest. Second to last one, let's see if you guys can guess number one. Number two is the first appearance of Huntress, Helena Wayne, we're talking here, in DC Superstar 17. And Helena Wayne is actually the daughter of Catwoman and Bruce Wayne. Particularly good issue. It's a awesome, oversized issue where the final story of the book is the story of Huntress, and this is her first appearance, and she does first appear as a baby. It is just a panel. She does grow up in the issue, but there you go. You do see her as a baby, and thus it counts. Were you able to guess the number one spot? This one's going to be like $200, $300. I mean, depending on condition, it can go higher than that. And that is, of course, Fantastic Four Annual number 6, which is the first appearance of Franklin Richards as a baby. That's right, the son of Sue Storm and Mr. Fantastic. They had a baby. He's quite frickin' famous, and it's back in 1968 in the very end of the book. This list was a lot of fun to make, but it was difficult because none of this information was very easily accessible, so I really hope you enjoyed this one. I hope this helps if you're interested in our super babies, that is. What character got their first ever appearance as a baby that I missed? I'm sure there's going to be one or two. Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, keep on hunting.
Make sure to come down to Sentiment Depot Antiques and Collectibles, where I'm set up with all of my comics, located at 238 West Delaware Ave, Pennington, New Jersey. Open every day except for Monday and Tuesday. Enjoy 10% off from Wednesday to Friday. See you there.